Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Matt Horn
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
The Phoenix Mirror. How did you get this?
My father left it for me. It's what brought me to this village.
Tell me about where you were born.
You want to know about Yokosuka?
Yes. I want to see what Japan is like.
Hey, Matt. Just calling about our interview. I'm super stoked to talk to you about Shenmue and Shenmue. I hope everybody goes out and gets Shenmue 3. It's such a gorgeous game, super cinematic and beautiful, and the story is amazing, super immersive. Yeah, I guess I'll talk to you soon.
So on the line we have Brianna Knickerbocker talking to us from... Where are you talking to us from, Brianna?
I'm located in Los Angeles, California.
What's the weather like?
Well, today, for the first day ever of all time, it actually rained for a whole 60 seconds. Whoa! And it's actually cold. Usually here in Reseda, where I'm specifically located, it's, oh my god, it's an oven. It's just hot and sunny and horrible. I just hibernate indoors all the time.
It's quite cold here.
Oh, I love the cold. Oh my gosh. I'm that one girl in LA, literally, that loves bad weather, cold weather, winter weather. I'm the one girl. The only place I would want to move to is Japan. Oh my gosh. But I would have to bring everybody with me, because otherwise it's very socially exclusive. They kind of are an inclusive tribe of people, so I've heard it's very lonely if you move there. So I'd have to bring all my people there. Like, we'd all collectively, as a people, have to move to Japan together to make it work.
Which is a fantastic segue into what we're here for.
It is. I didn't even mean to do that.
Which is obviously Shenmue III.
Woo!
You can do that. We should point out, obviously, to start off with, this is, again, one of the best parts of the job, is actually having an interview with somebody from the cast on the release date, no less.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
We usually get these interviews like 2 weeks down the line when everyone's finished it, played it. But to actually get it now, which is now, is fantastic.
Yeah, so don't worry, guys. We are super conscientious. This is a spoiler-free, wonderful meadow of joy. You can listen to this whole thing, no spoilers. I'm going to be super, super careful.
Now, I'm going to do something a bit strange, Brianna.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go back to the 90s.
Okay.
I know.
When I was a child.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the 90s, and I'm going to go on about the Dreamcast.
Okay.
The Dreamcast. Does anyone remember the Dreamcast? Because that's where Shenmue 1 and 2 were on. That's what they were released on. It was the Dreamcast.
Okay.
And weirdly, I mean, nowadays it's completely different, but weirdly, at the time, Shenmue 1, it was the biggest gaming project in terms of monetary production.
Mm-hmm.
Something like 48 to 70 million, something ridiculous like that. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, this game was actually, I was under the impression this game was actually crowdfunded. That's how passionate and loyal and tenacious this fan base is. They love this game so much. Their hearts are so invested in it that they actually crowdfunded this game. I mean, that's pretty exciting. I don't think I've ever been involved in a project like this.
This game was crowdfunded from obviously multiple backers, and obviously it's gone through development for it must be years. I'm guessing it is years.
Sure.
Yeah. My question, I suppose, for you is, what was production of the game like for you?
Do you want to go from the auditioning or just the recording process?
Let's go through everything, Brianna.
Okay, cool. Really randomly, I got an email audition from a director I'd never worked with before, Bill Black, and I think it was like a few days before Thanksgiving, and he gave me like 3 lines of this character. He said, it's a huge role. Send in your audition as soon as you can. It was only 3 lines, and I was like, if it's a massive character in such a big game, why am I only getting 3 lines? So I actually asked him, I was like, can I have some more lines to audition with? And he contacted the client, got me a whole bunch of lines. I think it was part of her prophecy or whatever. So I auditioned with that, sent it back, and then I got a phone call from him on Thanksgiving saying that I booked it, and he told me the backstory about Shenmue and how big of a project this was, and a little bit more about Yu Suzuki and the whole story and everything like that. And then I went in to record probably a few weeks later, and the recording process was really, really different from anything I've ever done before. I think Shenmue had 2,400 lines, more lines than I've ever had for any character ever in any project. So I recorded almost every single day for months, which has never happened before. We're seldom doing 2 takes. This game is very different from anything I've ever done before. It's very naturalistic, where the characters are just living, and there's lots and lots and lots of dialogue, and you get all these backstories and these just very casual conversations between Ryo and Shenhua. So they're just having a conversation about what foods they like, or where they're from, or her upbringing, and it's very casual and intimate, and the pacing is so slow, and it's so realistic, and it's really exciting. So that's why it took so long to record, and that's why we didn't do 2 takes or more for a lot of lines. And in that way, it was very improv-esque for me, improvisational. I got to really act in a more on-camera way. I was just doing each line once and listening to Ryo, and then doing my line. Ryo would talk, and then doing my line. So it just felt so natural and kind of like on-camera acting. It was really, really just such a lovely experience. I've never spent that much time with a character, especially for months in a row, and then almost every day. It was really exciting.
Well, I've just looked on the IMDb, and I've just seen this. This does actually tie in quite well with what you were saying about the dialogue, the amount of dialogue. I'm going to pronounce this Japanese name wrong, hopefully not, but creator Yu Suzuki?
Yu Suzuki.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
He stated that Shenmue III contains the most dialogue recordings in video game history. At the time of writing, this statement is yet to be officially confirmed.
Yeah, I've definitely heard something like that from Bill. It seemed like everybody I knew was in the game, and everybody was recording on it forever, and it took months to record this game every single day. It's such an honor, and it's such a pleasure to get to have an experience like that, because the saddest part about my job is leaving a show or leaving a video game. You get so attached to these characters, and you pour yourself into this imaginary world, and it's so fun, and it's just like getting to be a 10-year-old, getting to use your imagination and pretending to be somebody else. And then when you leave a project, it's just so sad. You miss those characters. You miss those worlds. So getting to live with Shenhua in Shenmue for so long was such a gift.
Obviously, it's a Japanese-esque type world, this game world is.
I don't remember exactly, but I think they're in China, but I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. There were lots of Chinese names I had to pronounce, and that was one of the hardest parts of the game. Actually, the hardest thing to pronounce for me was Ryo. Like, you have to, oh my gosh, we spent so much time on that. Yu Suzuki was there in the session for that first session and for pronouncing Ryo. They didn't want Rio. They didn't want Ryo. You have to get over the R super fast into Ryo, and that's how you pronounce it. And it was very hard for me to do that. And even a quarter, halfway, 3/4 through the game, last session of the game, I was still tripping up trying to say this name. It was so hard.
This is interesting. We actually have fact-checked right here. Basically, it's following the events of Shenmue II. Teenage martial artist Ryo has journeyed from Yokosuka, Japan, to the mountains of China. So you are right. It is right there.
I remember I had a lot of Chinese names to pronounce. City names, human names. It was a good exercise for my brain.
Do you think it would have benefited if it had been mocapped, if this one had been mocapped? Because obviously there's been, I think, 15 years between 2 and 3, obviously to show the technological advance. Do you think it could have benefited from potentially being mocapped?
I'm not sure. You know, for me, the environments and everything that I saw in the video were just so stunning. Like the textures and the details and like the sakura trees and Shenmue's face and her clothing. That's the stuff that really speaks to me. Like all the environments and the cities and the lighting and everything like that. Yeah, I mean, mocap can always add like another element to it, but I don't think anything was lacking from not doing mocap.
Everybody knows that last week they released the new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. I'm sure you've seen it, Brianna.
I actually haven't.
It's been a nightmare for anyone who's a fan of Sonic because they got the face wrong, so they had to be redo the face. But it looks actually a lot better now, and obviously it's got the feel of the games. Jim Carrey's playing Robotnik.
Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously you've had other Japanese properties like Super Mario Brothers was turned into that film. Let's all forget about that film.
I obviously have so much to say about this. I know I should probably just like stop talking about it because I'm going to eat up the whole interview.
So obviously, yeah, the Super Mario Brothers and obviously the West have done adaptations of Assassin's Creed, etc. Do you think there could be a Shenmue film franchise or a Shenmue film?
That would be, okay, that would be so sick. Oh my gosh, this is me. I'm quoting this right here and right now. I will 100% dye my hair brown for that. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess I can't because I'm not Chinese, so I'm just going to go cry in a corner now. That would be such an amazing... Oh my gosh. Cast me in the white girl role. I'll take it, whatever it is.
Obviously, a couple of days ago, Disney announced that they're doing a live-action Japanese cast adaptation of Dragon Ball Z.
That's cool.
My question is if they did take Shenmue to a live-action adaptation, would they go for Western actors or would they...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Of course they must go with ethnically appropriate. Like, you have to honor that story, and that's their story. You know what I mean? They're people from that country.
Case in point, The Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
Not talking about the 1980s version. No. We're talking about the Jaden Smith adaptation with Jackie Chan.
I don't know anything about this, by the way.
Okay, and yeah, it sucked. Anytime you have a film like that, which is basically called The Karate Kid, you expect karate, of which
of course
Jackie Chan was teaching Jaden Smith Kung Fu. So it's the Kung Fu Kid, not the Karate Kid.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And then they had a bit at the end with the credits with Justin Bieber. But anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things got really weird.
It was a nightmare. But, I mean, when we go on about adaptations, I mean, Death Note's a good case in point as well. What they did there, they did a Japanese series of films as a live action, and then we took it and destroyed it again. This is the problem, you know.
I love Death Note. That's like one of my favorite animes.
If you're going to adapt it, leave it with the people who know what they're doing.
For sure.
Don't, take this story of Shenmue and think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it in Brooklyn or something like that. Anyway, let's talk about Shenmue III, which is why we're here. Are there any sort of funny anecdotes you can share about the production of the game?
Oh my god. Well, I definitely have to at least second my pronunciation of Ryo story one more time, because I swear sometimes it wouldn't happen. And when Yu Suzuki was there, he's like, no, it's more like this. And I'd be like, but that's what I'm doing. It's so hard sometimes pronouncing ethnic names. I think it's just hilarious that even by the end of the game, I still couldn't pronounce his name sometimes. I can't emphasize the humor of that enough.
Well, I kept on calling it Rio.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're allowed because you're not Shenhua. I was the one that could not get away with that. It was also really nice getting to meet Yu Suzuki, speaking of. I know he's a legend, so getting to go in for my first recording session and they're there from Japan, it felt really special because, they had a hard time casting her and they picked me. It felt really special to be picked to play Shenmue,
Brianna, let's talk a bit about you. What made you want to get into acting in the first place?
Well, I never was trying to be an actor. I actually thought I was going to go into fashion design, and then I quit my first day, and I randomly fell into acting. But when I was a kid, I was always writing and putting on plays, making up music, and coming up with, theatrical productions, movies, putting on fake voices, coming up with fake pretend voices. It was just meant to be. It found me again as soon as I quit fashion design, and it was just, it was always what I was supposed to be. I just didn't really realize it. It's hard when you're 18 and you're picking your college degree that you're going to go for, because you're not like a fully developed human yet. You're like, I don't know what I'm ready to commit to for the rest of my life. So I just kind of picked fashion because it seemed really hard, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to need a degree in that for sure. All my other stuff, I wouldn't need a degree for it. So it just found me again after I quit fashion, and it was absolutely meant to be for sure. So even though I didn't choose it, I kind of chose it. It kind of chose me. You know what I mean?
Here's a bit of a tricky question for you, because obviously I looked at your IMDb and I've seen that there are a number of anime projects that you've done, a number of voiceovers for games that you've done. Bit of a interesting question. What advice would you give to anyone wanting to sort of pursue a career voice dubbing, basically Japanese anime or Japanese games?
I would say definitely acting classes, because even though it seems only technical to do anime where you're dubbing a picture in the 3D system, or, voiceover sounds like you just have to put on voices and it's about the sound of your voice. It's really all acting, especially considering where games are going right now and how narrative everything is. It's more true than ever. So I would say any type of acting class, improv classes, do what I did and write. I used to write tons and tons of novels and plays, shorts, films, things like that. And that helps you kind of develop characters and get into the acting mindset as well. So just try to, work creatively in any type of aspect, because that will help you develop all those skills that you need to act.
If you want to sort of obviously pursue the career, as in actually get listed for jobs and actually, apply for them. I say apply for jobs, but it is the same thing. What's the best way of going about it?
Yeah, so that's kind of a complicated question. I got my start in online kind of casting sites that now have really deteriorated, and they're not very actor friendly. They kind of take advantage. Some of them, take 80% of the project fee. So I can't recommend using those sites anymore because they just prey on people that want to become voice actors. I would say if you live in a major market like Los Angeles or New York, there are some legitimate resources like Actors Access, LA Casting. I see voiceover stuff on there sometimes. Obviously, getting an agent or something like that is going to help. But when you're first starting out, it's a lot harder. So you do kind of have to self-submit yourself and kind of find and forge those relationships. And if you don't live in a big market like Los Angeles or New York, then, you might have to try to Google and research and try to find some reputable websites where you can do some castings. I mean, in Texas, obviously, that's a big anime thing. But other cities, like if you live in Iowa, you're not necessarily going to be able to audition for the AAA games and anime and animation and stuff. But there's so much voiceover out there. There's educational videos, there's corporate narration, there's audiobooks, there's explainer videos, and you just want to make sure that you find a reputable site to submit for those things. So I would just say if you see a website, I'm just not going to name drop here. If you see a website, just do your research before you sign up for that website that charges $500 a year. So just Google about that website and just make sure that it's reputable.
Well, I'm going to go on about conventions now.
Yeah.
Because I've started to get into conventions.
Oh, cool.
And obviously, I wouldn't say I cosplay, but I have cosplayed a few things.
Cool.
Yeah. My question for you there is, obviously, you must know about cosplay.
I actually cosplayed my character Rem.
So you've actually cosplayed your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any interesting cosplays of any of your characters through the years?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I've had some great ones recently. I actually ran into my first Ninian at YomoCon, and she looked amazing. And the crazy thing is, these cosplayers are so amazing. They make their own costumes. I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded. Like, how can you make your own costume? That's so crazy to me. These people are super, super, super talented, and it's just so precious to see how passionate they are about these characters. I basically died when I saw Ninian, and then I saw Tuesday, somebody cosplaying my character Tuesday from Carol and Tuesday, and I totally did a double take. I was like, oh my god, it's Tuesday! And she was with her boyfriend, and they had his guitar, and it was exactly Tuesday's guitar from the show, and I totally geeked out. I was like, oh my god, this is like way too cool. But yeah, lots of people cosplaying my character Rem. I've had a few Elaines. Oh, I saw one guy cosplaying as Claire. He had the best weapon. I was like, oh my god, that's so sick. I feel like those are like the most popular ones. I'd love to see a Charlotte sometime. That would be so cool. Oh my gosh.
Do people send you fan art of the characters you've played?
People sometimes give me fan art when I see them in person. I've had a couple things mailed to me, but usually in person I get some really, really special, gorgeous things. I had somebody at YomoCon give me this handmade, oh my gosh, this spliced paper art image of Carol and Tuesday from Carol and Tuesday, and he writes on the back how many hours it takes him to make them, and this one took him 27 hours. And it's all these little cutout pieces of paper that are different colors, and when he pasted them together on this sheet of cardboard, it makes the image of Carol and Tuesday. It's really, really talented, and just like, oh my god, unreal.
I mean, it fascinates me. Cosplay fascinates me, especially with the people who actually go a bit beyond in actually creating the costume.
Mm-hmm. These people are just like me. I don't know about you, but I'm a super anime fan. I've been watching anime since I was a little girl. I adore anime. A lot of actors want to kind of move on from anime and just do, like, animation and stuff. I'm the opposite. Like, I always want to do anime. I love it so much. And that's who these people are. They love anime, they love games, and they're just super passionate about it.
So, obviously, you've had a number of different projects down the line. Which characters have been your favourites to do?
This is the drinking game. Like, I have to say Rem, of course, from ReZero. I actually really love Yuna from Be the Beginning. Charlotte from Fire Emblem, because she's so sassy. Oh my god, I love it. Philo from Rising of the Shield Hero, because of her sass. Wiz from Konosuba is hilariously innocent in the craziest world. There's so many. Oh my god, I could like just go on and on. Flamey from Raka and the Six Braves. That's such a tormented soul. And oh my god, just I love playing those dark roles. Tuesday from Carol and Tuesday. That's such a dream role. Oh my gosh. And the funny thing with that one is I was so scared to pursue my love of music because it was like bigger than me. It's like this self-limiting belief thing. It's like there's no way I could do that. And I finally got over myself and I was just like, I love this too much. Like I can't not do it. So I finally let myself start to pursue music, started making relationships with producers and releasing music under my solo artist persona, which is Starless. And literally, I get an audition for Carol and Tuesday, a music anime about two girls fighting to follow their dreams of pursuing music. And my heart skipped a beat. I was like, Tuesday is me. I'm Tuesday. It's just such a special show. Oh my god. Just such a dream role for me. I just relate to Tuesdays so much. I could just mention every character and something special about them. Because, like, you get so attached to your characters. They're your children. They're your babies. And you just love them all so much for different reasons, you know?
Are there any characters that you would like to do?
Oh my god. Well, I would die. Oh my god, I would literally die to play, like, the main girl on a Ghibli film, a Miyazaki film. Oh my god, I love Miyazaki so much. My heart hurts. Oh my gosh. And I would love to do the main girl role in a zombie survival game. I am obsessed with the survival horror genre in video games. So that would basically be okay, I'm good. I'm going to retire now. This is my peak moment for me. I would love to do like a vampire anime. I love vampires very much, so that would be amazing. My imagination's pretty wild, so I could just like go on for hours and come up with like a million different things I would love to do. I want to do it all. You know, as an actor, you're just playing and you're having fun, and it's just, oh my gosh, you're just like a big 10-year-old. So we all just like want to do all of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, as I said, you've been in a number of different projects. Which actors or actresses have been your favourites to work with, and why? And who do you want to work with in terms of voice acting?
Well, I just have to say that voice actors are the sweetest, kindest, most real, authentic, genuinely kind human beings ever. I can't even describe what a blessing it is to work in this field with the people that I do. I'm actually getting a little bit emotional about this. Everybody is just so kind and supportive. I could text message or DM anybody in my career right now about a question, and they would get back to me with a genuine answer. I don't know if you can say that for any other job out there. Everybody is as kind as you could hope or imagine. Everybody's a nice, cool person. You know what I mean? Mm. When you say, like, who would you love to work with, the thing is, for anime and for video games, you're alone recording. So I would love to actually be in the same room with others and do a group record for anime and for video games. So even though we get to work together, we're not in the same room. We're not in the booth recording with each other. So it would be amazing to record with other people in the same room.
That's something you've never done before.
In Prelay, you get to do that. So I've done that, like, for Shopkins film and stuff like that for Prelay. But for anime and for video games, that would be really, really sick.
Well, I'm going to give you a 1 minute plug, Brianna. A 1 minute plug. To plug Shenmue III and anything else, pending NDA involvement, obviously. Anything else you've got coming up?
Cool. Well, I hope you all pick up Shenmue 3. It's obviously a very special game. Even if you haven't played Shenmue 1 or 2, I think you would enjoy the cinematic quality, even if you're just a visual person. But if you're a gamer, it's like a really in-depth story, so it's very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Satisfying. It's very satisfying as a gamer. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Brianna Knickerbocker. On Twitter, I'm at Brianna Noel K. And for my electronic pop music that I was kind of mentioning before going into Carol and Tuesday, I hope you guys check out Starless Music on Instagram. That's at Starless Music, and there's links in there for Spotify and iTunes and all that, so you can jump off to find that from the Instagram.
Obviously, I've just looked at IMDb again. Sort of looking, I can remember Ace Combat coming out. I can remember Catherine definitely coming out. There is a project called Pokemon Masters. Obviously, we wouldn't be doing a good job if we didn't mention Pokemon.
I guess we kind of have to.
Yeah. After, 17 years? Me and you were kids, probably. After 17 years, Ash has managed to actually win a Pokemon tournament. That took a long time, didn't it, Vienna?
Yeah. You know, I've never played Pokemon, and I don't know what my characters are.
No.
I play Roxy and a French girl named Viola. I think one's like a boss or something. I'm not sure.
Going back to what we were saying about Shenmue being turned into a live adaptation, Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've got to say on that.
What's wrong with Ryan Reynolds? Who would you cast as Pikachu, Matt?
You! There you go.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I choose Ryan Reynolds over me.
I always thought that Pikachu was more sort of feminine. Now we're going into this territory. Is Pikachu a boy or a girl?
I think it's a boy, but I don't know.
Because I swear that thing sounds feminine.
I kind of like funny casting like that. It's funny. I think it's funny.
I don't know who's playing Sonic at the minute. This is what happens, Brianna. This is what happens when film companies think, yes, this is a really good idea. No, it isn't. Leave it alone.
I don't know. I think if you're like a super fan of something, then you want to kind of take it in as much as possible. So like you get it in a different format and you get to get a different play on it. But you can always enjoy one format more. Like, you know how people always say the book is always better. There's certain things you could take away from the film, you know?
And on that bombshell, Brianna.
Can I say one last thing?
Yeah, you can.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. I love you all so friggin' much. You guys are the most supporting, wonderful human beings a girl could ever ask for. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh my gosh, no words.
Is there a hashtag as well?
Love y'all. I don't know.
That'll do.
I don't know where the Southern comes from.
Well, Brianna, it's the end of the interview.
I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me. This was honestly like super, super fun.
Thanks very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.